Good morning, guys, and happy Tuesday. So I am getting my morning walk in. I have been trying to make sure I'm getting exercise in my days, and so I walk for about 10, sometimes 15 full minutes around the parking lot, just getting steps in. I got in 5,000 yesterday, so I'm feeling great. I was sitting at my desk and realized my legs are killing me, so I had to keep going. I am reading How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix now. I finished Serpent's Kiss by, I can't think of who it is that wrote it, but I finished that one. I'm now reading How to Sell a Haunted House, and I've picked up A Court of Mist and Fury. I don't like the shortened one of that one. So I picked it up as well. So I don't want to talk about A Court of Mist and Fury just yet. I wrote a blog post and I'm just not ready to voice my feelings because I have a lot of them right now. And it's not so much the written word, it's more of what's going on in my personal life. So that's that. But How to Sell a Haunted House, I don't know if it's because I've been watching Ghost Brothers, which is a paranormal group of 3 black guys who are like investigating all these haunted places. And I've watched Ghost Brothers Lights Out already, the 2 seasons of that, and so I realized there was an original like mini series they did, and so I picked it up. I'm loving it, but How to Sell a Haunted House is so creepy, and I don't know if it's because I don't read horror very often. Horror is not a genre I usually pick up, but holy mess is it creepy. So I'm not even 100 pages into it yet. So far we have met Louise and her brother Mark are fighting because their parents have passed away, supposedly died in a car accident. But Louise goes over to their house because she's like trying to figure out what to do next. She doesn't want to sit still, which I can definitely identify with. And so she goes over to their house to see if she can't get their stuff organized and stuff like that. And when she goes to go in through the garage, she hears a man talking, and it freaks her out, thinking, who is in my parents' house? Is it Mark? Like, did he come over now and is trying to get rid of shit without me? Like, what's going on? And so she ends up going in, and when she goes in, she realizes that it's the TV. In front of the TV, in her mom and dad's chairs, because they were a little old married couple, you know, they each have a chair. There's dolls. Like, these are her Mark and Louise dolls, her mom called them. And she always said, you know, no matter where I go, my babies will always be with me. And the remote's between them, and they're watching said TV about a QVC show selling dolls. Okay. So she turns the TV off and like, it's fine. They must have left it on before they left. But then she goes, that's not right. My dad would have never have done that. That's out of character. He would have never left the TV on. She gets looking around, realizes her mother's purse is still sitting on the end of the counter. Mom would have left her purse. If they were leaving out or just coming home, as Mark is saying, she would have left her purse. Then she looks, her dad's cane that he has had for years, the only way he seems to be able to get around is laying in the middle of the floor. He wouldn't have left without that either. What happened? And no one wants to answer her of what happened to her parents. But so she goes down the hallway and it's like, it's fine. They obviously left in a hurry. I'll get more, details later. She gets down the hall, gets to her old bedroom, and is like just reminiscing down memory lane and everything. And all of a sudden, she hears the TV turn itself back on. And she does the classic thing that everybody does in horror movies and horror books. I'm assuming horror books. I've not really read any. This is like the first time I've been like scared. reading a book, like I don't want to read at night kind of thing. She goes in and she's like, the TV is busted, you know, the timer's off, there's a sleep timer or something like that. Turns the TV back off, unplugs it. As she's unplugging it, she realizes that the dolls are still sitting there. And to like give herself victory and like show that she's not scared, she grabs both the dolls and drags them out to the garage, goes to put them on a shelf in the garage, and realizes everything starts shaking. And at first I thought, okay, the dolls are fixing to come alive and like we're hitting horror hard. No. She looks outside. There's a big ass truck with a dumpster. And she walks outside and the guy's like, "Hi, I'm Randy. Don't worry. I heard this is a hoarder situation. We're just going to shove everything out the door. You don't have to worry about it. You know, we'll get it all cleaned up." And she's like, "This is my parents' house. What are you talking about? They just died." And he's like, "I'm sorry. I'm sure everything," like he switches gears completely. Come to find out, her brother hired them to clean up the house before she ever got there, and intended for her to pay them to do said such. And she's like, "No, we're gonna go through the house by ourselves and like decide what needs to be thrown away. You're not doing this. We're not gonna let strangers go through our parents' house who just died. Like they've been dead all of 48 hours. Mark's like, "No, it's fine. We're gonna let these professionals do it. They're professionals. That's what they get paid for." And she's like, "No, this is not how you do this." So civil rivalry takes place and they get in a fight. She ends up stealing death certificates from Mark because he tells her you can't do anything without a death certificate. So she steals them from him and runs to her great aunt's house. And that's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, it is scary in a way I wasn't expecting it to be. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Sugar-free pumpkin spice coffee. Life. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I will let y'all know. So far I'm enjoying myself. Like I said, I've been watching ghost stories. I'm definitely in a Burr month kind of mood. I plan on finishing it before the end of the week if I can just get the reading done. We shall see. I still am reading Court of Mist and Fury. I'm hoping to film a video maybe tonight of my thoughts and how I'm feeling with it. It's not going to be an easy one. I've already tried filming it once, and when I watched the footage back, it just felt rushed and half-assed and not what I want at all for this. So yeah, there's that. I'm going to get back to my walk, and I will see y'all in the next update, hopefully. Hi guys. So it is currently Wednesday night. It's almost 9 o'clock. So I'm checking in kind of late. I did not check in with y'all during my walk like I normally do, or at least like I did yesterday morning. That's because I left my phone inside work, and when I went for my 15-minute break, I didn't want to waste my 15 minutes going back in to grab my phone to come back out, because I wanted to get as many steps in as I could, which I'm really proud of myself. I got a half mile in 15 minutes, which is amazing, especially since I'm not running, I'm just walking it. I'm hoping to get a mile in 15 walking it, like a fast walk. We shall see. But I thought I would update y'all on my reading. So I have not picked up any more of A Court of Mist and Fury because this is really my comfort read when my day goes shitty and everything seems to be falling apart around me. This is what I'm reaching for. I have just recently got to the part, you can tell the different tabs. I just recently got to the part where Reese saves her and she's about to see Valeris for the first time. So very much comfort in a book for me right now, and I just haven't needed that in the last couple days. I've had a couple good days at work. So I have not picked this up, but that does not mean I haven't been reading. I have been reading. I've been reading Grady Hendrix' How to Sell a Haunted House. I currently am 132 pages through it. So my goal every night is to read 50 pages of something. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be an online article. It could be the book I'm reading. It doesn't matter. Just 50 pages daily. Not even nightly, daily. So I'm currently 20 pages into my read for the day. If in the next 30 pages, I'm not hooked and want to just devour it, I'm going to go ahead and put it down. In all honesty, it's hard to say this because I loved all the Grady Hendrix books, but I cannot stand our main character, Louise is her name. Am I right? Yes, Louise. I cannot stand Louise or Mark. They're fighting over the most stupid shit in the world. And I understand that that was supposed to be like a part of the book, is that the siblings are fighting. But, I mean, even if my sisters and I got to the point they're at in this book, the shit that's happening to her, I would have already opened my fucking mouth to someone. Like, hey, I think I'm going crazy here. Even if it wasn't my sibling, it would have been a relative. Like, I can understand if she didn't have any close relatives, but at one point I'm at right now, and it's not really a spoiler. I usually don't count anything within the first 100 pages, a spoiler. She meets her great aunt. Her great aunts and her great aunt's children's like her cousins, like they're close, and they're offering her all kinds of help, and she just never opens her fucking mouth. And then she's talking about how she's no longer a part of a family and how her family no longer exists. And it's like, bitch, you have a family. Your brother's just shitty. Come on. So I don't know if I'm gonna finish this one, to be honest with you. Again, I have 30 pages left in my 50-page read. If I am hooked, fine. I was ready to DNF at work, and as I'm getting ready to DNF, she falls asleep in her parents' bed, and her mother's art comes alive. She had made a taxidermy, nativity. I can't say that word today. Baby Christ. In the manger. She made a taxidermy one of those with squirrels, and those 3 squirrels, so squirrel baby Jesus, squirrel Mary, and squirrel Joseph, all come alive and like start fucking attacking her. And so I was like, okay, you kinda got me hooked again. I was bored and ready to DNF, and now I'm hooked. I need to know, why are these squirrels coming alive? And there's now a puppet missing that she threw away that's no longer in the trash, and it looks like he clawed himself out of the bag she had put him in. So I have questions and I want answers, but I don't know if I want I don't know if I want answers bad enough to sit through the bickering, because it's on my nerves at this point. It really truly is. And it's one of those, they're bickering because they're not speaking. Like, instead of communicating with one another of, hey, my childhood was shitty too. I didn't mean to treat mom like shit, but you were the golden child. And him go, no, this is my perspective. Instead of them having that conversation, they're just being very, very fucking petty. And it's annoying me, and I don't know why. I can't tell you why it's annoying me in this one. Usually I'm down for a petty queen, but Louise is annoying me. So yeah, there's that. If I DNF that. Where did... I just had it. Oh, there it is. It's on the next side. If I DNF How to Sell a Haunted House, I will be picking up my next library book, which is 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. This is a YA thriller. It'll be easy, quick read for me. I'm excited for it. So yeah, there is my check-in. That's my thoughts so far. I will see y'all tomorrow. Maybe I'll get some B-roll of me reading tonight. I'm not sure what I'm going to get. I really just want to turn on Scooby-Doo, get these 30 pages knocked out, and go to bed. But I will see what I get done. Y'all just got a video today of the September releases I'm excited for. And no, you got the books that feel like fall today. And then Friday, you're getting my September releases. So I really need to get that edited at some point. So yeah, that should be fun. Depending on what I make for dinner, y'all might get to see me make dinner tomorrow. I hope to get some B-roll tomorrow. Again, we shall see. This might just be a short vlog. I've not really been filming lately. I've not done my makeup all week. I have been doing a lot of braided hairstyles to get it up and out of off my ears and just out of my way. It's been an overstimulated kind of week, and shit in my personal life is just not going the way I wanted it to. I feel like everything's falling apart, but I was watching a video the other day, and the person was like, the beginning of something is always going to feel like the end of something else. It has to. So the fact that I'm feeling like the world's falling apart around me makes me hope that it's also starting to rebuild itself better as well. But who knows? We shall see, and I'll see y'all in a little while. Okay, I realized as I was closing out apps on my phone, getting ready to put it down to read said 30 pages I have left for the day, I realized I did not tell you about the audiobooks I have picked up and put down. So I have picked up Crazy Rich Asians, and I made it 50%, so I counted it as a book read this year. I didn't like it at all. I was annoyed. Nothing was happening. I was bored. I think it's me and not the book, though. I think it's me and not the book. I wasn't enjoying the rich people drama. That wasn't something I enjoy. There's been a couple romances that I've seen people, I feel like I'm fixing to sneeze. I've seen recommended, and it's just rich people drama, and I didn't realize rich people drama wasn't for me until I went to read. I read Crazy Rich Asians, so that's completely a thing. Rich people drama is not for me, and that's okay. I am totally okay with that. I made it 50% and was like, okay, I can't do any more of this. I really can't. I also picked up an Agatha Christie. I can't remember what it's called. I have not officially DNF'd it. I just wasn't paying enough attention to read a Miss Christie book. So I went and tried Akita Witch. I could pronounce that wrong. This one I'm a little more interested in. We're following a girl who is from Nigeria, who lived in New York for a while, and then is back lives in Nigeria, and she's albino, and so she's picked on in school and stuff, and I believe she has powers. She was looking in a candle flame because the power went out over there, or where she lives. The power goes out randomly. There's not a centralized power, so it just goes out randomly. And when it went out, she lit a candle, and when she looked in the candle's flame, she sees the end of the world, and she ends up burning her hair off. And so now we followed her to school, and the kids are making fun of her. She just made like her first true friend who walks her home from school and things. So I'm slowly listening to it, ? I may not even finish it. I think that right now, in the season I'm in, my brain does not want to process my words audibly. It wants to read them with my eyes. The more I'm reading with my eyes and making that a priority, the less I'm able to listen to, which is really, really weird. We are in the Burr months, so with it being September, October, November, December, this is the time I just crave to curl up with a book, take life a little slower, and read with my eyeballs and absorb every word, every description. So I think that also has something to do with it. We have finished 130 books this year already, so it's an amazing number of books, way more than I thought I was going to finish. So I'm not mad that I can't listen and devour literature like I was, but I'm excited that I can't, because I have a lot of books on my physical TBR, which is like literally right here, is what I'm looking at, that I've wanted to get to, but if I own them, I want to annotate them as I read usually. So I've not picked these up because I want to annotate and I want to physically read them. So now I have time to do that, and it's like the perfect time to do it. But I just realized I didn't tell you about the audiobooks I was reading. You need to know about those because, yeah, your girl read audiobooks too. I just haven't finished any recently, and none of them have caught my attention good enough to stay. There's one more I have checked out right now from the library that is Cleopatra, It's a nonfiction. So my plan tomorrow is to try to watch or try to listen to it and see what I think. I've not started it yet, so I can't tell you yay or nay. But yeah, that's gonna be the next one. If I can't do that one, then I'm just gonna give up on audiobooks for now. Or I have thought about taking them down from reading from 2 times speed to 1.5. But the only issue with that is it sounds like ba 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 to me when I go below 2. 2 sounds like normal speaking speed, and usually once I get a feel for the narrator's voice, I can take it up to 3. Crazy Rich Asians, I couldn't get it to 3. I could barely do 2. I had to go to 1.5 for it, but I think it's all the names. I'm not very familiar with Asian names, and some of the places they named, and some of it they do speak Mandarin. It tells you what they're saying, but they do speak Mandarin, and the narrator does speak the language. So I had to slow it down just a little bit because my brain couldn't catch what they were saying. And I felt like I was missing something every time that happened. So yeah, I just wanted to give you that short update because I realized I didn't tell you about that. So there's that. I'm going to actually put on my cap, curl up here, finish my 30 pages, see what I think, and maybe go ahead and start 5 Survive, just in case I get to another I'm done kind of point with Mr. Grady Hendrix here. I think I'm like 30% through this book, so I'm not sure if I'm going to count it or not. I'm trying to decide at what point when you DNF do I count it as a read book, especially if I know I'm not going back to it. Crazy Rich Asians, I got to 55, 56%, so I definitely counted it. I got over 50% through that book. It's counting. My question is, do I want to do like a 30% counts? Or at this point in my life, I feel like if I spent my time reading this and I got further than a couple pages in it, it counts. It should count. I should get credit for my own work. But at the same hand, I think that would boost my number of books read a little too much for my liking. So we shall see. I'll let y'all know what I decide. If I decide to keep picking it up, I'll let y'all know in the morning. But for now, good night, guys, and I'll see y'all in the morning, hopefully. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my morning hot girl walk, I guess. I am doing my 15-minute walk outside of work. I have like 4 minutes left, and it's now getting difficult to finish. Not sure why. I've done it every day this week, and just today I feel like the 15 minutes is dragging on. But I wanted to update you that I am still reading How to Sell a Haunted House. Every time I think I'm done, I'm out, I'm good, something happens that just drags me back in. So we shall see if I finish it. It's going to be an ongoing saga. This vlog runs till Sunday when I upload it. So yeah, hopefully by Sunday I either have it finished or I'm done with it. One of the two. I've not picked up anything audibly. Just not in the mood. I'm watching Good Girls on Netflix instead. And I've not picked up any more recorded Mist and Fury. So there's your mini check-in. I just wanted to check in and like consistently check in every day and consistently get this freaking walk in. That seems to be taking forever. But yeah, there's your check-in. I'll see y'all in the next one. And welcome to Sunday. So not only am I closing this vlog out, I'm also going to update you. So I did not finish Court of Mist and Fury because I haven't needed it this week, which is perfectly normal. But I did finish How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. I'm giving it 3 stars. It was not my favorite. I have read The Mannequin by him. It is a fever dream of a mindfuck. That's the only way to describe that. I gave it 2 stars. I can see a lot of similarities there. It's not really a haunted house book, in my opinion. The When I think haunted house book, I think a book that takes place in a haunted house. So shit's getting moved. Cabinets are coming open. Weird fucking noises. You hear walking when they're not there. Like, that's what I think of a haunted house. This was not that. Prepare yourself. 90% of the book doesn't even happen in the house. So, well, I'll say 70% of the book doesn't happen in the house. The other 30 does, but it's still... I got to page 340 something, 50 something, before you figure out what's really going on. And I think that if we had known sooner, it could have been drug out. It could have had there were some scenes that could have been added that would have helped. But I did finish it because I didn't think I was going to. If you've been watching this vlog, I've been going back and forth all week whether I was going to or not. What was I really going to do? I did finish it. I'm giving, like I said, 3 stars. I don't know how I feel. I just finished it before I started this clip. But no one wants to see your cat butt. Yeah, no one wants to see your cat butt. Can you lay down? Can you lay down? Thank you. Thank you. Hi. What are you doing, Frederick? Huh? Do you need attention? Yeah, you need attention. You just want to lay on my cat. But I finished it. I felt by the time I got to last night when I finally put it down, I was a little over 300 pages. And I was one of those, I need answers instead of sleep. I finally fell asleep with it on my face. And then had to get up and do the mom thing this morning. And I finished it. But I still... I don't know, dude. I really don't. If it had went a different way, I'd probably have loved it. Because I love Grady's writing. I usually love what he writes. He takes an interesting twist. It's a little campy, a little weird. But this one, to me, I think because I've read The Mannequin, this one just left a bad taste in my mouth. So that is what it is. I don't want to get too negative. I may do a review of everything I liked about it because there's a lot of interesting pieces. It would be spoilers to talk about it, but there's a lot of interesting pieces I did enjoy. I can tell you that the fighting between Louise and Mark was on my freaking nerves, and it almost made me DNF pretty early because one simple conversation would have fixed everything. And then my best friend said it best because I was explaining my problems to her, and it's not a book that I think she'll ever pick up, so it was full spoilers. That's usually how I talk to her. Unless it's a book I'm like, I think you're going to love this. I'm not going to give you any spoiler, a whole bunch of detail. I'm just going to give you the plain out and tell you to read it kind of thing. And she said it best. She said, it sounds like a believer writing a skeptic. Because Louise is so gung-ho that there's nothing happening in this house. That it's not haunted. That things aren't coming live. She is so determined. Yet she has something attack her. And has undeniable proof that it is that thing that attacked her. And she's still like, nope, that's not going on. Nope, nope, nope. And it's so fucking frustrating. It was so frustrating. It's not like a scary movie where... It's not like a scary movie where the skeptic is like, okay, wait a minute, hold up. Something has to be going on here. This ain't freaking normal. She holds on to that so long that I'm just like, are we done yet? Can you stop? Because, dude, you have proof. It's not one of those where you go in the kitchen and go, I must not have closed that cabinet kind of thing. Or, oh, I must have misplaced my glasses. It's not one of those. You got attacked. You fought back, damaged the thing that's attacking you, and then when you go to find that thing where you had put it before, it's damaged in the way that you damaged it. There's no way to deny what's going on here. So, yeah, I could go on forever. Louise really got on my nerves. And toward the end, I found the whole book to be irking. And I'm giving it 3 stars because I did enjoy the ride and I did finish it. And it's not one that I ever see myself rereading. It's not one that I think that I will ever pick up again. But it was memorable. Like, I think this book was going to stick with me for a while. I also was scared shitless. I could not read it at night. My goal the month of September is to read 50 pages every day, and I could not read this at night. So I have been doing a 15-minute walk every day at work just to get my steps in, get a little bit of exercise, you know, get outside and stretch my legs. And I take the book with me. So those 15 minutes, I would get a lot read, actually. And I would get almost my 50 pages done right there. Because there's nothing else for me to really focus on, because I'm focusing on the book instead of the walking. Because I couldn't read it at night when I got home, because I started hearing shit bump in the night, and like, it's probably just Freya out there scratching her leg, or possum under the house, or, you know, it's definitely has a logical explanation to it, but my brain is a serial killer come to kill me. It's a ghost about to haunt my house. Like, no. So when I look at the pros and cons like that, it definitely was a 3-star. I mean, the characters were fucking annoying, and I wanted to murder them all. I have issues with her co-parenting situation. That's just my personal opinion, because if I was in that situation with my co-parent, my daughter's papa, and these things were happening, it would have been more of a conversation of what do we do next. It wouldn't be, well, my mom thinks this or my sister thinks this. No, what do we think? We are her parents. And her co-parent or her ex never gives her that benefit of, you're her mother. What do you think is best? No, he's just listening to his mom. And so that was a little bit annoying for me, but that's just because of my own personal stance. But I finished it. So I can officially say I have finished reading 3 physical books this month. And that was my goal. I feel accomplished. I think I'm going to pick up 5 Survive next by Holly Jackson. It is a YA thriller. I think it's going to be quick and easy, and it's going to hold my attention really well. I may do a try chapter of 5 Survive, the Mystery of the Sundown Motel. I think that's what it's called. And Lock Every Door by Riley Sager, because I don't know if I'm going to pick up Lock Every Door. I definitely want to give it a try. It may end up not being for me early on, and I will DNF if it is. So I want to kind of see those 3. I'm not sure if they're going to be for me, so I want to give them a try. Middle Game, I think I'm going to really enjoy. Again, I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to enjoy it, and I think that because it's the end of the series, I will definitely finish the last book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. So yeah, which, now looking at it, I think I've already read it. I need to go check. I think I've already read that one. I think I listened to it. One second. I checked. No, I've not read it, but it looks like I was going to pick it up audibly, but the library needed it back before I finished it. I checked my old reading journal. So that's that. But I did read the synopsis. I think I'm going to really enjoy it. So that's the plan. I'm going to pick up 5 Survive, and I might do a try chapter to pick my next read, but I just wanted to update y'all, tell y'all I finished How to Sell a Haunted House, and close out this vlog because it's going up today, if everything loads correctly. It's been taking forever for YouTube to upload my videos. I don't know why, but if everything goes right, it will be up today. And then tomorrow you're going to get my September releases that I was excited for. And then I don't remember what the rest of the week looks like. I have it all written down, but I don't have it in front of me. But yeah, that's all I wanted to tell you. And I will see you on my next video. If you want to know what I'm going to pick up reading next, check in for next Sunday for my weekly vlog. I'm hoping to finish A Court of Mist and Fury next week as well. It should be really quick and easy because I'm at where she's living in the night court. So I know it's going to be a quick and easy read. But yeah, I just thought I would check in, and I will see you on my next one. Fred's asleep, but he says bye. Bye, guys.